Okay, welcome back. So we haven't posted a few video recaps the last couple of workouts because some of them are pretty simple and most of them by now you should get to know some of the moves and they're pretty straightforward other than obviously the two dogs interrupting. This is Kira, that one's Maya. Okay, so today's workout was simply, it's an activity for time. So the idea of this, I'm going to give you a 20-minute cap and I want you to try to get this done in 20 minutes. If you don't and you're, say, the two exercises to go or the one exercise to go, I want you to continue and I want you to finish this. This is a workout that's got some strength in it, some basic movements, some moves that we don't do a lot of. Dogs barking in the background, courtesy Kira! So now she'll listen. Okay, so this is the way it works. You're going to need your assault bike. If you don't have that, treadmill, ski, runner, treadmill, blah blah blah, whatever, but basically something that's going to cause you to be a bit of a high intensity cardio. So you're going to need that there. You need one pair of dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use kettlebells. Just be careful on the Renegade road, leaning on the kettlebell so you don't fall over. All right. And other than that, pretty much it's a mat, and I used the length of the driveway, a 15-meter length. So up is one lap. Okay. So the workout is this. We've got it written up behind us here. Start the clock running, and the aim is to get 20 calories as quickly as you can on the bike. So to do that, I'm going to force you to do it in under a minute. So you need to be motoring. So guys, most of you should be able to do this. You should be able to get 10 easily in 30 seconds, and that's sort of sitting at about the 60 RPM. So if you sit at that there, you'll get your 20 done. If you go fast, if you go to 65 and even 70, you'll find you're going to get this done in around 40 to 45, maybe even 50 seconds. Some of you go hell for leather like I like to do on the bike when I know I've only got the calories to get done. Just get it done. When you get off, it's going to tax you. You're then going to get onto the floor and you're going to do what I call the side plank, but we're going to do a hip dip. So basically it is this. We're simply going to lay down onto the floor. We're going to put our feet on top of each other. We're going to lay onto one elbow. Not so great here on the concrete, so grab a mat. Hand is going to be up. I'm going to come into the plank position and I'm going to dip my hip and I'm going to raise up. Dip my hip and raise back up. So from that, simply straightforward, you're going to do simply 20 dips on one side, roll over 20 on the other. Now what I don't want is boom, 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 boom. Don't want that there. It's not going to serve a purpose. I want a purposeful dip and I want to up to a lockout and I want to tight. I want to squeeze from my glute. I want to make sure that that hand is straight up. I want to make sure that I'm a nice plank on the side. So I'm going to lock out, I'm going to dip, and I'm going to lock out. So there's 20 on each side for a total of 40. From there, head outside. I put some mats down simply because I was trying to get this done fairly quickly, and it's full chest to floor. So basically it is traveling burpees. It's 150 meters worth. So in my case, 50 meter stretch your driveway up and down it 10 times. It is taxing. So the aim is to do one of two things. You either do more burpees and don't jump so much, or you do your burpees and you do a big broad jump, which means it's going to take it out of you in terms of your leap and your quads and your landing. So mix it up, it's up to you. But I want you to try to get them done. I don't want to see a smashing lap and then a lap like a dead horse. Okay? I want it to be consistent. So jump, drop, down, up, 1, 2. Go. So make it consistent and try and do that for the 10 laps. If you get 2 done and a little bit of a break, that's fine. Give yourself 10 seconds, recoup, go again. The whole idea of this and the traveling component is going to elevate your heart rate a little bit more than you normally would by just doing burpees. After that, I'm going to come in. We've got Renegade row. So Renegade row, that's where we've got the dumbbells on the floor. We're in the push-up position and we're simply going to row one up and down. So I like to say, I'm going to try and put it in my pocket. So when I'm rowing, I'm coming from an upright position and I'm rowing the dumbbell into where I'm trying to put it in my pocket. Again, we're going for a total of 40. Okay, so it's 20 each side, up to you. You want to go 5, 5, 5, 5, etc., etc., that's fine. You want to go the whole one side for 20 or 10, entirely up to you, but we're looking at 40, and I want you to try to keep that plank. If you've got some lower back problems, yeah, then fine. I do want you to raise, and I want your tush to be sitting up. So at least your upper part of your body is straight, so when you're rowing in, you can row in and pull through your shoulders. If you've got weak hips, weak lower back, then if you really have to, I want you to drop onto your knee. I want you to come into your knee, and I want you to roll into your knee, but then I always want you to push out to lock up. So complete the move, right? When you're at the top, come to the knee, row, push up. Okay, so again, a total of 40, 20 on each hand. From there, we're going to jump back onto that lovely bike of ours again for another 20 calorie sprint. Going to come back off the bike, and we're going to go into simple, straightforward bent rows. So I'm in the position. I'm either going to have my hand on the opposite dumbbell, or I'm going to have my hand on my knee, my back is down, it is nice and flat, and I'm simply rowing to here. So I'm trying to pull this one up to parallel. Ideally, I want it to pull into here. Just watch the dumbbell doesn't hit you in the knee. Some people prefer to do a stagger. My preference is I like to keep my feet still, because most of the time when if I'm moving around, that's how I pick up, that's how I move. I don't always go into a split stance, although I know that is safer, but I don't always do that. So therefore, when I'm doing my work, I try to want to mimic what I would normally do without thinking about it. So I'd bend over, I'd pick something up. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily go into a split stance unless I had a sore back, then I'd be more conscious. So again, I keep my feet neutral, and I want to try to row up inside here. Kettlebell or dumbbell, either way the same, but again, we're going for a 40 as a number. From there, okay, we've got dumbbell snatches. So again, we're just looking for a total of 24, right? Because what I want you to do is I want you to go with a heavier dumbbell. So I've got a pair of 25s or 55 pounders, and therefore it was, for me, I chose to do my 12 with my left hand and then straight into my right hand. If you want to mix it up, if you want to go 2s and 3s or 6 and 6s, double it up, fine with me, but the whole idea is it's we're moving. So we're doing a hang snatch, which is coming from here, it's coming straight up, and it's back to here. We're not banging off the floor, we're not dipping, we're coming from here, so I have to re-engage, and I'm going to yank that thing up. Please use your legs. Your legs are there for a reason. If you see people doing this, they're doing it for a reason. They're driving, using their hip drive to help get that dumbbell up there. They're not muscle snatching it. Okay, and the last one is what we call simple sumo scissors. So that's basically like a split lunge into a touch on the floor. So from here, one touch, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down, and that's it. And as always, finish the way we started, go back onto the bike with another further 20 calories. Your target's 20 minutes, that's it. I'm done. We've got a thing this afternoon with the kids. My son is there looking at me like you're an idiot speaking through the camera. But other than that, guys, have a great day. Warm up, take it easy, stretch. Details will be below. Cheers.